Hey guys, it's Andrea. I'm back with another Sew With Me for the Gnomes Block of the Month from Cotton Cuts. I'm going to link Cotton Cuts down below. And sometime during the course of this video, you'll see a little pop-up in the corner. That'll be my original unboxing of this. And I tell you all about the program because there's many facets and details to it. Today we're going to be making accent piece numero uno, which is this one, I believe. Yes, this one. Watermelons. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. So, it comes all pre-cut. You use this to know, you can either be doing this in solids or batiks. I'm doing the solids. I'm making mine all into table runners. You don't have to do it that way. You can do it however way you want. But the first thing I do is pull out all of my pieces and I sort them over here according to the letter of the fabric. So like L is this dark green, right? So under L, I'll just stack my dark green. You don't always use every colorway in every block, by the way. It doesn't look like we're gonna have a Z this time, or an A, or a B, or a H. So I'll just put those to the side. We only have L, D, and MM in this one. And MM is the yellow. Must be raining. Must be raining again outside. Half square triangles, and then these red half square triangles. And then our instructions. You can use quilted grids for this if you want. That would get keep your seams nice and lined up and cut your sew time down. I'm not using one though. I'm going in old school. So, first thing I'm going to do, this is how I choose to do it. Let me put you back down here. I'll go through and count up like this half rectangle block. MMLL. Let's count how many of those I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That's a lot. That is a lot of M and L. 30. They do give us extra. So that means I'm going to have to count out or I'll make over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 3, 24, 5, 26, 7, 28, 29, 30. So I think these are the ones that's extra. We'll find out though. This container's in my way. So when it's a solid, you don't have to worry about which is the right side. They're both the right side. Same thing for batiks. So I'm just going to put them together and sew 1/4 of an inch seam. Just like that. Since I've got, so many of these to do, I'm going to speed you up just while I sew these together. think I made enough. I'll keep those there just in case I didn't. Next, we're doing the D&M blocks, DDMM blocks. We're going to have a lot of these too. Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 of the half square triangles. So at the count out 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Extra. Boom. So with these, just fit them together like so, and then sew 1/4 of an inch. Just like that. And y'all, I was finally able to test the can I hear my audiobook while I'm sewing test on the quietness of this machine, and no problem. I could hear my audiobook perfectly. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, I'm going to speed you up again for this section since there are 30 half square triangles to do. Now I'm just going to pull these all off. This is my quilt on the side that I've been working on forever. Broken dishes. You're wondering what this is. I use it as leaders and enders. Alright. So what you're going to do, of course, is cut all these apart. And then we're going to press them. This is a long line of stuff. So my half square triangles. Here's my half square rectangles. I'll show you. Then that's what you're left with. I don't know why my machine goes all sepia at nighttime. In my video. Here's a half square triangle. Here's a half rectangle unit. I'm going to press all these and I'll be back. Alright, now we can start putting our rows together. So I'm just going to follow along on my piece of paper here. And it shows these half rectangles first up. And then 2 plain yellow blocks. And then 2 more of these guys. So I just flip, 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 and sew. So on and so forth. I always forget it needs a second to warm up before I start. It like does morning stretches. I'm a bit late getting this up. It was supposed to go up last night, Sunday night. But I didn't. I got all distracted doing another project. So I didn't get it up. Next. And then I've worked all day today and had to do more unboxings. So I'm trying to hurry and get it done for y'all. This row is all the watermelon pieces, slices coming together. Which basically is this whole block, right? It's all watermelon pieces. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. Row 3. M, L, and M, and then M. Yeah, this one's supposed to go up tonight, so it'll be posted probably pretty late tonight, actually. I think what time it is. I think it's like 7:30 at this point. Now I'm not able to easily nest my seams on this because I just ironed them all going the same way. I guess I should have ironed them half going one way and half the other, but I didn't think about it. So if you do this, half one way, half the other so you can nest your seams. And again, we've got the watermelon slices coming in hot. Question: how do y'all eat y'all's watermelon? With salt or without salt? I'm definitely a with salt girl. I always salt my watermelon. Oh, I wish I had some watermelon right about now. Sounds good. I did finally get me some fresh garden tomatoes though. I sliced one whole one up yesterday and just ate it with salt and pepper. like a little snacky snack. And it was freaking delicious. I'm probably going to do that again tonight. I actually might make me a salad too. Since I've got lettuce and tomato, and I've got some fresh garden cucumbers. We'll slice those bad boys up too. Make me a yummy salad. I picked up some Ott's dressing at the supermarket. I love me some Ott's dressing, and I haven't had any in years. If you've never had any, you've got to try it. It's like a kind of like a Catalina, I guess, or something. When I was in elementary, we always had a salad bar in elementary school. No, I'm sorry, not elementary, junior high. We had a salad bar that you could make a salad with your meal if you wanted to. And they only ever had 2 dressing options. Thousand Island and Ott's. I had a salad every day that I ate lunch. Ott's dressing. Lettuce, cheese, Ott's dressing. That would be it. So good. And the reason I say when I ate lunch, because in junior high, a lot of the times I would skip lunch. Not because I wasn't hungry or lose weight or something, because I wanted that cash, yo. Mom would give me $5 to buy lunch for the week. Which you're supposed to buy a lunch card, and then they would just punch off when you ate. You'd buy so many slots. I very rarely bought a lunch card. I hoarded the $5 and starved to death. I don't know. Every day when they start passing out the lunch cards, I'd be like, oh gosh, I hope I bought me one. In the days I did, I'd be like, yes, because our lunchroom had fantastic lunches. It makes my mouth water just thinking about it now. That was back in the days when the lunch ladies actually cooked homemade from scratch meals. And they were freaking delicious. It was none of this only whole wheat bread, and instead of french fries we're giving you sweet potatoes because there's dietary, all that crap. It was good food. We'd have nachos and french fries and of course those huge yeast rolls, and oh gosh, it was so good. It was, if I would buy to eat there now. I would pay to eat there now if it was still. Now school lunches are crap now, y'all. I don't know how long it's been since y'all have had a school lunch, but I've eaten with my children at lunches many times, and let me tell you, it's revolting. It is so disgusting. And it's sad because, you know, it used to be fantastic. Real cooking. And they also barely give them anything. They serve the same amount of food to a kindergartner that they serve to a 17-year-old boy. The exact same serving sizes. I mean, come on now. A little thing of milk this big. Alright. And those rectangle pizzas. I loved those rectangle pizzas. Oh my gosh, they were so good. Mashed potatoes and gravy. What is good though? I mean, it is crappy lunches and breakfasts that they serve now, but it's free. At our school anyway. Everybody in our district for the past several years gets free lunches and free breakfast. So at least they're not paying for it. But that's why they come home probably starving most days, because they won't eat what they serve them. vegetable beef soup, grilled cheese. Just the good old boys. Some good old-fashioned foods. So anyway, most of the time what I would do in junior high, if I didn't eat, just hang out in the quad and drink soda. Yeah. I'm just showing you. Oh, looks good. Yeah. And that was back when they had, now they don't even let them have vending machines at school. We always had vending machines with chips and candy bars and sodas. They don't allow them to do that anymore. The only thing in their vending machines is water. So ridiculous. In high school now, I never ate. I don't think my whole high school career did I eat in the cafeteria. Sometimes I would go through the quick line if they had pizza, or if I really wanted a cheeseburger. But most of the time in high school, I would get a Snickers bar and a Diet Coke and sit out in the quad and just hang out with my friends. It was just social hour. Yeah, then at school now, like, they won't even give them, like, white bread. It's, like, whole wheat buns, and it's just so nasty. Oh, it's so nasty. Think if there was ever anything served at lunch when I ate with my kids that I actually enjoyed. I can't think of anything, honestly. Before COVID hit, I went every Friday and ate with Stella, but I would bring her something. I would bring her something to eat on Fridays, and then we would eat together, but they stopped letting us do that when COVID hit. Which was sad, because we really enjoyed doing that. And now she's going to be in junior high, and, you know, parents don't go at all anymore. And that's not the lunch lady's fault. That's the government regulations' fault about nutrition. So basically they made everything taste like cardboard. And the kids don't eat it at all, so there's their nutrition. Last row. Doop. Doop. I did always enjoy, I will say, I think their sloppy joes were edible before they changed the buns. The buns kind of take away from it quite a bit, but it's hard to screw up a sloppy joe. I mean, sloppy joes are good regardless. I love sloppy joes. My kids won't eat them, or I would make them quite a lot, but Since I'm the only one that'll eat them here, I rarely ever make sloppy joes. I'm fixing... Next homemade meal I make that's not from a meal box is going to be dumplings. I can make some killer chicken and dumplings. Okay, there's all our extras. Put that in my stash. Let me pull that up. I forgot to put the whites on this one too. What the heck is wrong with me? That's the second one I found that I didn't put background squares on. Look, I have some right here beside me. I don't know how these slipped through the cracks. I also don't know why I just picked that up again. I keep forgetting I don't have to do that with my new fancy machine. Now, try to keep these in order. It makes it much easier when you go in to place everything. What was y'all's favorite school lunch growing up? Oh, it's hard for me to say. If I'm judging on the Oak Grove, that was my junior high's name. It's hard for me to choose between the rectangle pizza and when they had nachos. Okay, when they had nacho day, you would get the chips, the hamburger meat, and they would make this Rotel cheese dip. But they wouldn't assemble it. They would have it all separate. And they would serve french fries with it too. I would use my Rotel dip to dip my french fries in it. That's probably my favorite meal that I can remember from them. So good. And then, of course, I loved the salads. There's half of a broken dishes block. And my favorite individual items would definitely be either the pizzas, the yeast rolls. Woo-wee. Delicious. Closest thing is I can get to that now is buying those Rhodes frozen yeast rolls. You have to defrost them and then let them rise and all that. Those are so good. Those are the most like the school yeast rolls that I can get now as an adult. Just pressing all these. Just like good old boys, never meaning no harm. Beats all you ever saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Making the way the only way they know how. I remember that show coming on TV, and I guess I was probably about 3rd grade. It's my first memory of it. So that would be 83. It wasn't my jam because it's, you know, I'm a girl and not really into, typical girl, I'm not really into cars and stuff like that. But boy, I remember it was popular with the neighborhood boys. I was more into like Punky Brewster and stuff like that. Silver Spoons. Mr. Belvedere. Now, we'll start again. And if you kept them in order, it'll be pretty easy to lay them out. I'll just leave the third part here stacked up. I don't remember either in junior high anybody ever bringing their lunch. That was just not something, probably because the food was so freaking good. Nobody wanted to bring their lunches. If I wouldn't have been trying to hoard $5, I would have been eating it every day. The money was too tempting just to keep it. I don't think I ever told my mom either that I wasn't eating, I was just keeping it. She probably would have kicked my butt. And what I was keeping it for, I have no idea. Because I don't remember ever having to buy anything for myself. I mean, Mom gave me money to do what I wanted to do. Maybe I used it to buy sodas and candy bars at school. I don't remember. Peach knee high is what I would get in junior high from the machine. So just be sure and watch your rotation. Hope L is, yes, okay. Double checking myself. Since every single row is basically the same, but up and down, oh, are they all the same? Oh yeah, they're all the same. The rotation's the same on it. All the watermelon lines and all the rind lines, so that's good. I wish they still served those rectangle pizzas at the school. They still serve pizza at ours anyway, but it's horrible, and it's just a regular triangle kind, and it tastes like cardboard. They'll probably put fake cheese and crap on it now. still remember what class I was in when they would pass out the lunch cards. It was choir. I'd be in choir. Just praying I had bought myself a lunch card where they were passing them out. Oh, please, oh, please. All right. Let's put one of these together. Want to? Want to? Let's see. It's too much green. This is all too much green. Let's just put this one together. Look, I actually ironed a seam open. Aren't you impressed? That's a rare sight indeed. Making the way the only way they know how. Let's cut them apart. Again, keep them in order to keep your sanity. But since they're all rotated the same, that helps. All right. I still remember in, I guess it was 6th grade, my favorite lunch that they served were these ribs, this piece of rib meat. Basically, I guess it's what McDonald's puts on their McRib, just that piece of meat. And they would always give us big cubes of cheese. Oh, so good. I love that cheese. I love those ribs. Ooh, hot. Now I'm going to flip these over because they're backwards now. And we can complete each of our rows. Can y'all believe Stella will be in junior high this next school year? Come on, baby. Sam is a freaking senior. Matter of fact, tomorrow I'm taking to get his senior pictures made. Oh my God. If I think about it too hard, I'll start bawling. I still remember when I dropped Sam off to kindergarten. And he said, "You better not cry about me being a big boy." And I was like, "I'm not." Of course, as soon as he got out of the car, I started bawling. Neither one of my kids had any anxiety whatsoever about going to school, or no, it was none of those, "Oh, mama, crack." It was like, "Deuces," and they hopped out. They were always very independent and social. I do think Stella's a little bit nervous about junior high, though, being in the new big building. You know, she's going to a completely different campus, but it's all the same kids, not just a different, bigger school with lockers and all that, you know. Which I told her, that's normal. You'll get the hang of it. You'll find your way around. It'll be like second nature. I always liked school, though. Especially junior high and high school. Not for the classes. I liked, you know, socializing. I had a blast at school. Blasty blast. Which I was always real involved in school functions and activities and groups, and, you know, I did cheerleading and dance team and all that, so we'd have poster parties and pep rallies and dress up days, and I was into all that stuff. Sam's never really cared about that stuff. He just, in this last year, started going to games and stuff, and I'm like, I was there with bells on all the games. There is a broken dishes block in its completion. Put it in my stash. Stella's started going to games last year in middle school, so I figure she'll be pretty active in high school too. Now we're just going to start putting them together row by row. So this is the first two. Yeah, I got lucky with Sam. He's a really good kid. So I'm fine if he doesn't want to go to games that much and all that, because he just likes to stay home with his mama. Which I was a good kid too. I minded my mama. I didn't break the rules. I didn't sneak out. I didn't smoke. I didn't drink. None of that stuff. None of my friends did that stuff either. So it was like that. You just didn't. It was looked down on. We didn't think that was cool. You know, it wasn't something that anyone in my social group would have even considered doing. Now my big sister Sabrina, she was wild as all get out. I probably learned what not to do by watching her get busted. Everything she ever tried to do. She never got away with anything with my mom. So I was like, well, I'm not doing that. I learned, don't do that. No siree. Yeah, Sabrina's wild as all get out. But she was a fantastic big sister. I literally never remember fighting with her. We were 4 years apart, but she babied me like her little princess, you know. She was never mean to me or picking on me, or she was a great big sister. Even through adulthood, I never remember not one fight with her, or argument, or anything. And the last one, I'll hold please, because it doesn't have a match. I don't remember ever fighting with my younger siblings either, honestly. But I didn't live with my younger siblings because my big sister Sabrina and I are full siblings. So we had the same mom and dad. And we lived with my mom after our parents got divorced. And then my 3 younger siblings were my stepmother Janie's children and my dad. So they're my half siblings. And I didn't live there. So, you know, of course we got along great because I didn't live there. You know what I mean? I visited. But I actually lived with my big sister, and that's amazing we didn't fight. I was probably closest with my little sister Amberly, though. She was 5 years younger than me. Sabrina was more like, she was my big sister, we didn't hang out, not my buddy. You know what I mean? And Amberly and I, my little sister, we hung out. We were like best friends. Sabrina got married real young and had kids real young, so she was like a grown-up to us. And me and Amberly, she lived here, we worked together. She moved in with me as an adult. We worked together, we hung out. And now Sabrina and Amberly, my two sisters that have passed away. I still can't even talk about it. Tears me up. Okay. Alright, let's put these rows together. Oh, that's not the right row. Alright, I need to flip them over. Right. Okay. There. That's the right row. Pee-poo? No, sir. He's over there trying to get my potted plant. It's not a potted plant, it's a fake plant that's beside my table. It has lots of little leaf shoots coming up, and that's his catnip. He loves that thing. He's knocked it over so many times, couldn't even tell you. But no, it's not a real plant, it's a fake plant. He's just trying to play with it. Could hear him over there trying to get to it. Anyway, so now I just have two siblings left. The youngest girl, which is Summer, she's about 10 years younger than me, and my little brother, he's about 11 years younger than me. And he lives over close to Fayetteville with his wife. And Summer lives here. She's a beautician. She owns several businesses here in town. She is a boss babe. She owns a beauty salon and a blowout bar, and a clothing store, boutiques. Okay, here's the last one. This one. And as y'all know, I'm real close with my mom and my stepmom, Janie. You'll see them in videos occasionally. fact, my stepmother, Jamie, is the only person that I know that watches any of my videos. No one else in my family could give a rat's A about my videos, and none of my friends watch them. But Janie does. Janie shows up. I don't think she watches these sewing ones because she doesn't sew, but she watches all my unboxings. She's great. I love Janie. Okay, let's put another one of these together. And no, I don't think anybody in town even knows that I make these because I don't tell anyone. It's not on my private Facebook or nothing. Like, nobody knows. Like, I don't want them to know. This is a pretty small town and I would just be embarrassed. Why, I don't know, but I just don't tell anybody. My family knows and my friends, and that's it. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close. All right. That's not right again. Flip it over. Just make sure your rinds are matching with your watermelons. Making the way the only way they know how. I didn't even tell my family or friends for a long time I was even doing YouTube. For quite a while, nobody knew. There's another broken dishes. Alright, last row. get some different blocks. Boom. Done, man. Let's take a look at her. There it is. Ignore this jagged little ledge. I'll fix all that in post-production. When I add my sashing and stuff on, I can straighten her out. But anyway, there's my watermelon slices. What a hot mess. What? Look, that's why there's such a jagged edge there. Look how off it is. And then it's even on this side. I need to move it over a little bit. Yeah. I may rip this line out and scooch it over. But otherwise, there it is. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, guys. Subscribe if you like to watch Sew With Me. And I'll see y'all at the next one.